Alright. Oh, look at that. My scene's weird. Let me fix that. Sorry about this, but at least at this point we're just waiting. Well, that's good enough. Alright, so yeah, I am on a not super efficient approach to Jool. I've got a probe here. Take a look. Got some xenon. I have a contract that says bring one of these to Jool, even though you can't scan anything at Jool, it's empty. But whatever. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I've got this whole do I have an encounter or don't I thing going on. And, as you can tell, if I do have an encounter, it's a pretty good one. Well, I mean, it's fair. But, do I have it? Maybe. What is this? Oh yeah, it's debris from a stage set in the maneuver that I used to set up this encounter. Yeah, I did not wait for a good launch window. I just went for it. So, let me know how the stream looks. I'm not seeing any drop frames. I'm getting what is this, 3,000 to 4,000 kilobytes per second, so not bad. Yo, Ben. Welcome to my first ever maybe trip to Jool. Well, I guess every trip is a maybe trip to Jool, but this is the first one where I've been intending to go to Jool, and then maybe we'll go to Jool. You know, depends on which of these two options the game wants to give me. So, yeah. It sounds like this one. I wish there was an even faster time warp. Oh, what's the maximum we got here? I don't even know. So I got these nice big panels, so I can stay charged up. Even so, they don't, at the distance of Jool from the sun, they don't really provide enough power for me to run the Xenon engine indefinitely. So I have to either use it at a low thrust, or I can put it to maximum thrust and cut it off and recharge and turn it back on and recharge. Where's the glitch? So Ben says that there's a glitch with encounters, but it's almost always a good encounter, especially with Jool. It does have a very large sphere of influence, that's true. So, I'm warping to slightly before the hypothetical encounter. I do wish they'd fix that. And the thing that gets me is it's not like it's a you know, like a barely there encounter. It's a pretty solid encounter. I mean, it puts me deep into Jool's, oh, I don't even know what you call it, sphere of influence. Right? Like, I'm inside the orbit of Lethe right there, or Lathe, or I don't know. So... But yeah, this is my first trip to Jool. Never been there before. I don't really know why, I just never really got around to it. And Ben, I'm glad that you're confident I'll encounter Jool. I feel like it's pretty likely as well, but the fact that it's not giving me a solid encounter and it's still flickering back and forth bugs me. I wonder if I can see it. Where's Jool? I don't even know where to look. Oh, there it is. I think that's Jool right there. Awesome. Alright, well, let's warp here. Or maybe that's Jool, and that's... I don't even know. Maybe neither of those are Jool. Maybe I just don't know what Jool looks like. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, look at that. Nice and solid now. Alright, so here's the other thing. Gotta set up a capture. And my guess is that that is not going to be easy. Alright. So at that point, I'll... 6 minutes. If I want to get a really good orbit. Ooh. Yeah, so start burning it like 15 minutes in. Awesome. Alright, so let's make sure I get this straight. Alright, so I'm coming in this way. It's not very convenient for my target orbit, but what are you gonna do? Hey, look, a world first! Actually, while I'm up here, I'm gonna get some high over Jool science. Just observe a mystery goo. Let's transmit that. Yeah. You've initiated the first flyby of Jool. Alright. And let's, yep, transmit that. So just before this, I upgraded my my vehicle assembly deal to have the maximum, or to the maximum level, so that way I can do action groups. That's what it is. Transmit or recover scientific data from space around Jool. Complete. Alright. Well, that's good. Alright, so let's... Why can't I warp? I mean, I can, but... Okay. How much Delta V do I have? I don't even know. This is a stock... Well, this is my buggy stock install. So I don't even have Kerbal Engineer. But I've got 10,296 units of xenon gas, so a lot. If I have the patience, I could probably get science from every single one of Jool's moons. You know what? This seems like a good place for a quick save. Whoa. Alright. So we're actually gonna start pushing ourselves away now. When I get a little closer to the node, I'll actually throttle up to full, but... yeah, setting up the encounters isn't that bad. I mean, it's pretty much like setting up an encounter between a rocket and one of Kerbin's moons. But the problem that I'm not a big fan of right now is that I am currently in a retrograde orbit, and I don't like that. But yeah, I'll get through it. I feel like I should be losing more electrical charge. Well, I'm not going to complain about not getting it or getting more electrical charge than I think I should. Yeah, at ×4 physics acceleration, it almost, and I say almost, feels like this Xenon engine has a decent amount of thrust. And actually, is this low orbit? High over Jool? No. So let's see. Where's my moon thing? Explore Gilly. Where's my moon? Jool. I don't even see where my Jool mission is. Oh, here we go. So achieve orbit around Jool will get me explore Jool. And then I have this reach a designated orbit, which will get me another thing. It says have a resource survey scanner on the satellite. Why? I don't know. Just do. What resources do we think are going to be in Jool? None. Just do it anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably stop this whole... Actually... I think you got a good point. I'm gonna shut this down for a bit, get closer, and then, yeah, I'm gonna get a nice high apoapsis, spin myself around. It'll be cool. Oh yeah, I was wondering, why can't I go any faster? Because I'm in physics acceleration. Alright. Stop around 10 minutes. And go. Just stay retrograde. Watch my electrical charge. And come on. There you go. So look at that. World first. And yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of extra money, and my reputation is pretty high, so I'm giving up some reputation for money. And look at that right there. Successfully explored Jool. That right there is more than worth what this whole probe cost initially. So, that is what I like to see. Alright, so next up, I have to try and get into this orbit. Which probably won't be easy, but, you know. Maybe I should get this into a slightly lower orbit, because that seems kind of impossible to work with. Yeah, I know, it's wasting Delta V. But I've got a lot of Delta V. Actually, no, I was just looking at the wrong angle. Alright, so let me... Alright, that seems like it might be a slightly more reasonable thing to work with. Alright, so one of the things I also want to do is get close to Jool. Look at that. Nice and prograde. And close enough to Jool that, I don't know. Ben, can you look up what counts as near, or close enough for near Jool science? Oh, hey, what's that? Ah, an encounter, huh? 2 days, 1 day. Alright. An hour. You know, I try to time these things exactly, like every time, but when you're on an orbit this long, it's an hour here or there is really not that big a deal. So yeah, step 1 is I'm gonna try to get low Jool orbit, or low Jool science, or whatever it is. And Ben, yeah, if you could quickly hop onto the wiki or something and let me know how close I have to be for near Jool science, or low Jool orbit science, or whatever it's called, I would greatly appreciate that. I don't seem to be changing my orbital plane at all. I feel like I screwed this maneuver up. Yeah, I feel like that's probably more likely. But it's the same. Alright, I'll just trust it. Like, whatever. It seems like a lie, but what do I know? Whoa. Didn't mean to deviate that far. Oh, I guess what'll actually happen is I'll go through like a phase where I'm falling directly. Yeah, that's probably the suborbital. Okay, I guess it makes sense. I just don't like it. Yeah, there goes my prograde. Or retrograde, going the other way around. Prograde's gonna come up on it. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll buy it. Entered suborbital flight. Not for long. Soon I'll be going prograde, and there's nothing you can do about it. Foolish Jedi. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, well, is there actually a way I can get an ascending and descending node with this thing? Because I don't even know. Because now I'm going this way. Wait, is that right? I don't even know anymore. This orbit is stupid. This designated orbit. I wish these little line or dots that go around would also be on my orbit, or at least that I could turn them on and off. I feel like that would be handy. (118 to 400 kilometers). Well, right now I've got the inside Jool thing going, so... let's see what happens when I pop out. Probably going to lose some contracts. I don't care. None of them are worth as much as the Go to Jool contract. Alright, so if 118 to 400 is the near Jool, 173 should give me near Jool, whatever. And the other thing I have to do is figure out how the heck to get into this orbit. But I think one of the things I'm going to have to do is slow down, so let's get this. And let's also kind of get it into a more polar deal. Oh. Alright, so I guess that's telling me that's the ascending node. I'm not very good with these reach a specific orbit things. Yeah, I don't even know. Alright, let's warp to here. No, not next maneuver. Alright. Still have an enormous amount of xenon gas. I brought probably more than is necessary. Yeah, it'll probably be pretty hard to match this final orbit, but... why do things the easy way? The hard way is so much better. Watch me have some kind of accident with time acceleration, and then I crash into a moon. That would be just like me. Look at that. It's Jool. Say hi to Jool, everybody. Probably make sure that this doesn't drop my actual periapsis too low. Well, I probably got enough wiggle room. Numbers for these orbits and around Jool are so big. Well, I'll try not to shroot it. But you know me, I shroot a lot of stuff. That is actually intimidatingly big. Yeah, that is what she said. Thank you. Aw, what is that, a seam? Come on, guys. Seams. Pfft. What is this, amateur hour for the game developers? Come on. Look at this. Unbelievable. Although, no, not really. I mean, it'd be nice for it to be a completely, truly seamless texture, but it's not that bad as seams go. Alright, so I think I'm within range, so let's check. Well, near Jool. Awesome. Alright, so let's transmit that data. Let's observe this materials bay. Awesome. Let's transmit this data. Alright, let's recharge a little bit. Oh, and let's get more exactly onto maneuver node. Alright, log some pressure. Transmit. I don't know why I put a seismic accelerometer on there. Oh, because it told me to. That was part of the mission. That's why. Put an experiment on there that you can't use in outer space. $551 science. Not bad. Not bad. So, Ben, what do you think of my first trip to Jool? I think it's gone fairly well. I mean, I accomplished one contract. Even if I don't get the other contract, I'll still consider this to be basically a win. Although, after I get into orbit, I'm probably going to stop the stream because I'm actually kind of feeling tired. I think it was waking up at 6:30 a.m. after going to sleep at like 1:15 or so last night. I think that's the reason. I know, it doesn't seem like a good reason, right? So, we're going to actually have to take another pass, because we are now out of the sun. And, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for one more orbit. And then I'm going to warp to here. Yeah, I'm not under acceleration. What acceleration? Am I in the atmosphere? Man, if I'm in the atmosphere, that's no good. Ben, tell me I'm not in the atmosphere. Yup, I'm in the atmosphere. Well, sure did that, huh? Entered atmospheric flight above Jool, of course. Ugh. Lame. Oh, come on. Ugh. No, Ben, I was definitely in the atmosphere. I don't actually blame you, Ben. I just wish I hadn't shrouded it, and I would like to blame you for it. Because it is convenient for me to do so. Alright, so, slight change of plans. I'm probably gonna call it after I establish an orbit. Yeah, just... I got the Jool, and I know you didn't get to see it, but I played for quite a while before this. I launched this mission during this playthrough. So I think what I'll do is, after I establish an orbit, I will go to the Space Center, show you what was originally in the actual launch that this ship used. And then I will call it. And then I might stream the rest later-ish. I don't know, night or day sometime, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so well, let's get a slightly better encounter. Or not encounter, but orbit. Alright. Alright, I can work with that. Yeah, you did give me some advice that would have left it going in a different way. Oh, you know what? I can still do the science. I'll do the science before I leave, but I'll still show you the design. Alright. So, we've got a bunch of solid rocket boosters just to get it up. These I can't seem to get rid of without having to replace the whole solid rocket booster assembly, and I'm too lazy for that, so I just left them there, and I don't know why they're doing that. So then we've got the, I don't even know what you call it. Yeah, the twin bore, liquid fuel engine, some fins just for stability, orange fuel tank. Up here we've got, one of those swivels. A couple of these. We got the ion. All these doohickeys. And so the reason the fairing goes this far down is that I tried to put a fairing here, the 1.25 meter fairing. I'm not sure what sound you're referring to, Ben. But it wouldn't go over these large solar panels. So I put it here instead, and then I extended it around. And then before, I had accidentally had this, the fairing on the same stage as this engine. And for some reason, whenever that happened, it just, like, deleted this, because this whole thing would slam through and destroy basically everything above all the way up to this engine. And then it would be pushing these xenon tanks. I mean, and they would just slide off. And it was terrible. But I fixed the staging diagram. So, yeah. I should name it Toby is the Worst. I mean, I guess I could. No, don't save. I already have it saved. Alright, so let's go get that science real quick, and maybe I'll even spend it. Do we have any debris? Jool debris. Let's get rid of Jool debris. Jool. So also, in case you don't know, Jool is the name of an antagonist, or an antagonist, from... Oh, did I already get this? Oh, okay, lost assessment data anyway. Yeah, never mind. Never mind about that, I did get it. Jool is also the name of an antagonist from Halo 4, and I guess kind of Halo 5. I mean, he's not around for very much in Halo 5, but I guess technically he's there. Alright, well, I have managed to shroot my first attempt at getting into the correct orbit at Jool, but that's okay. I think it's time for me to unlock a science. So the sciences I can unlock include Advanced Metalworks, which will get me the Clampatron shielded docking port, quad stack, modular girder segment, and the gigantic stack separator. Get heavy aerodynamics, which would get me all the awesome gigantic parts. Well, almost all the awesome gigantic parts. Where are the other awesome gigantic parts? Right there, yeah. Or I could get heavy landing, which would get me the big landing gear, which I don't want that unless I already have that, so I don't know why I would do that. What do you think? And thank you for the good game. It was a pretty good game. It's definitely the first time I've been to Jool, so I don't feel too bad about shooting it. Think I should get anything? I'm leaning towards this, really. I think it's the one that would be the most useful to me immediately, since I don't send up too many space planes. So, I think what I'm going to do is wait I don't know, 30 seconds. And then if I don't hear anything, I'm just gonna grab Advanced Metalworks. So. $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. Alright, Advanced Metalworks it is. Research. There we go, Advanced Metalworks researched. It does feel nice to have this much of the thing researched. I've never had this much of the tree researched in a campaign save before. I want to stick with this campaign save until at least I get everything researched. And then once I do, I'm probably gonna... I think I'm actually gonna wipe everything, including my save data, reinstall, and see if that fixes the whole crazy problems. Because I don't know if you've seen the crazy problems, but I've got this thing going on. So let's check this out. Alright, so what's this? Oh, it's a Mark 1 cockpit. What's this? Yeah, it's a Mark 1 cockpit. Engines? What's this? Juno? Yeah, okay, fine. But, hey, look, a Weasley. And a Weasley. What's this? A Whiplash? Well, this is a Whiplash. But if I put it on something... Let's just toss a Mark 1 cockpit and watch what happens. Yeah, whatever, I'll launch anyway. Oh, look! I've got the new Weasley, or Whiplash model, attached to the old Mark 1 cockpit model, neither of which is the one that I selected in the vehicle assembly bay. And let's say oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to revert flight to assembly, but that's okay. Yeah. So let's say I launch that, and then I revert to flight. Oh, look! Now it's back to this, to the reversed configuration, and then... Oh, look! The vessel contains experimental parts which are not available at the moment. The Whiplash Turbo Ramjet engine. So... yeah. I don't... They shouldn't be there, but they are. And I had the same thing, I think, with one of my liquid fuel containers. Yeah, I've got 2 instances of Mark 1. Or no, that's not it. Maybe I don't have 2 instances. Maybe I'm just making that up. Thought I had 2 instances of the Mark 1 liquid fuel jet. Or liquid fuel fuselage, but I guess I don't. Still, though, annoying. Yeah, my files are definitely corrupt. But I'm going to stick with this install until I unlock all the things. And, yeah. Upgrade all the things. That's the goal. I should upgrade this. Doesn't cost much. Yeah, upgrade it. Fully upgraded. So let's see, fully upgraded. No, not fully upgraded. Fully upgraded. 2.5 million, not bad. Alright. Well, that is it for me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I just noticed I did not change the name of this stream, because I am an idiot. I swear, I never remember that. Sorry. Well, thank you for stopping by.